Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalvis, and we return to Carnivores Genesis for another week of hunting. Now, we were very, very close to having enough points to go after the Carnotaurus using a few weapons. So I just want to see how much we got to work with. Ooh, we can make this a Carno hunt for our first little leap in. I don't know if the bow will be strong enough, but I think with the revolver we may be able to. Now, Carnotaurus, I'm very eager to see what he's like in-game, because to me, this is really where more of the meat of Genesis is, in getting the more, like, unique roster animals here. I have a lot of maps we still have yet to go through and see, but with these big guys and how many points they'll hopefully be giving us as we go through, I think we're going to start really, really ramping up in how much we unlock as we go through. So let's read a little bit on them. This stocky ambush predator is easily recognizable thanks to its short brow horns it uses in self-defense against other dinosaurs. Tiger-like stripes provide it with great camouflage, so hunt with caution. Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting hunt, so enough ranting and rambling, we can always do that in the actual hunt itself. Let's go see these big guys in action. Okay, so we're all loaded in here now. I just want to get a little look at the surroundings, because oftentimes, as soon as we load in, we've been getting mauled by something, but looks like we're okay for right now. And I am curious to see how these guys are going to be in-game. The closest thing I can liken to would probably be the Manipulator from Carnivores Plus right now. Oh, excuse me, first recording session of the day, and it seems my innards are not exactly warmed up yet. Alright, so where was I saying? Right, it's probably going to be closest to the Manipulator that's in Carnivores Plus, and I think for a time it was actually meant to... Not sure if I can actually hear something stepping around us. Oh, okay, well, just Sinraptor way over on the other shore. Not exactly going for you, though. But I think the Manipulator was actually supposed to be a Carnotaurus in Carnivores Plus, but then as it kept getting developed, it was changed to the Manipulator we know. So I think it may hunt a bit like that, where it's going to be a very fast, almost like a carnivorous missile, if you will. And let's hear the first roar of them. Okay, no replies yet, and it is kind of a... not what I expected from the roar. I think it's kind of hard to, what do you expect a dinosaur to sound like? So we've got to go for quite the swim. And then we will have to also be on guard for the Sinraptor, because it was just somewhere around here. Actually, I might even get the revolver ready, just so that way it'll probably put it down faster than we can with the bow. Like, I'm not too worried about the Sinraptor, although I probably should be, because there's no mortal zones. But that also can work in your favor, because if the animal's charging you, it's harder to get those mortal zones, so you can't drop it as fast. But if it doesn't have mortal zones at all, and just kind of has like a... Oh, that's a bit bizarre. Where... Oh, you're all the way up there. I don't know if I should go after you or not. As I was saying, I get distracted so easily in this game. That actually looked like it might have been close to getting them. Yeah, I just gotta lead them a bit more and I can... Oh, okay, well. There's a Carnotaurus up there. There we go. God, I love the bow. Once you learn the arc to it, I love that it's... You line up the sights, and it goes right where you aimed. I love that in Carnivores mod. So many things, like the pistols, some rifles, and that is... As much as it looks like it's perfectly lined up with the iron sights, it just goes way off, or up, or down, or where have you. But... There he is. Our Carnotaurus out there. Now, I don't know how fast he's going to be, so I gotta be careful. And also... yeah, he is like a missile. It's just that right for you and then turn, come on back. And I'm going to restart, though. Okay, so we're loaded in again. Yeah, that's exactly the behavior I thought it was going to be. It really is just like very similar to how the Majungatholus is in Carnivores Plus. The only issue with the bow is that you have to be fast with it, or... well, even with how fast I was, I did miss that one shot he's coming in for. Okay, surprisingly enough, no replies, but at least the wind is a little better for us, so more of the map we can actually go around and see without the wind giving us away. If I was using a pistol, I might have been able to get him down faster, or actually get him down before he got to us. But I do love how it just feels... Carnotaurus does, I think, kind of translate from Latin, or its scientific name... actually, no, I don't know what the full scientific name is, but... like, Tyrannosaurus Rex is Tyrant Lizard King from Latin. Carnotaurus is Meat-Eating Bull. So, it does live up to... it basically seems like a bull charge in a way. And if it goes over... oh! No, a Stegosaur. Although... you look different than the usual Stegosaurs. We've... is that just me, or does that look... I'm gonna have to go try to get a better look at that, because... like, to me, that looks a little different than the usual Stegosaur we've seen. Oh. And, actually, in the direction of the Stego is the Carnotaurus. Or a Carno. Oh, I don't like that's on the other side of the hills, though. Yeah, no, that Stego looks... oh, maybe it's a texture glitch, because, like, I'm looking at the neck... oh, hello. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Ah, it's so slow switching weapons. We'll restart. That's the only problem about using the weapons sometimes, is that it's such a long, like, changeover time that you can't really swap quickly. You almost have to, like, dedicate yourself to using that one and going full out with it. Because I think in the time it would take for me to swap out, I might be able to get 2 or 3 shots possible on a Carno. But they are definitely living up to, like, their name. God, I gotta just be a little faster and just land those shots. If I can do that, I think I can get them down. Or at least one down. And then we can get a really nice look at them. Oh, there you are. Although you're not exactly the direction I thought you would be from. So that's interesting. I hope there's not actually, like, multiple. And he's definitely staying kind of tight in the trees there. Oh, boy. Okay, I think we need really heavy firepower if we want to get this guy down. We'll try one more restart. Okay, we're going to get our chance to try very quickly. Oh, God. Why can I not just get one of you at a good opportunity, damn it? We'll try one more. I cannot even spawn in without them being close now. Oh, for frick's sake. Ah. Okay, I've got to head back because nothing's working. Okay, so they are very fast bastards, so we're going to have to probably farm some Dilophosaurs just to get points up and then maybe try something else. Like, I'm hoping the C1 will do it, because that's always been a powerful rifle so far. So we'll go after that, and maybe we'll just do Trochee, because Trochee might be a good little, like, small area to try getting a few points up. So, we've seen the Carnotaurus, we've been hunted down by a lot of Carnotaurus, let's try and get some Dilophosaurs for some more points. Let's head on out and try to remedy this wreck of a video so far. Okay, so we're all loaded in here now. Yeah, one of the nice things about Trochee is that, because it's pretty contained islands, you shouldn't get too many surprises, and it shouldn't be too bad going after the Dilophosaurus. Now, it did seem like the Dilos have a mortal zone to them, and I think it's mostly right along the spine. Because when we were showing off them and the side-by-side with the improved Genesis, or the Redux, the public release that we are playing for the main series definitely seemed like all it took was like one shot to the back and they went down. Although nothing called back yet, so I'm thinking maybe we gotta go to another little bit of an island. So we'll try heading into this area more. Even if I can get 2 or 3, just enough to work up a few more points so we can try getting the C1 rifle for the Carno. Like, the Carno exactly what I would expect of it, it's just... I'm not sure how... I think it's mostly myself, like, the bad aim and whether you can really get them down with a pistol in enough time or not. I know when you're trying to get them down and you spawn in literally beside them, it's not exactly a great outcome for you. The shotgun might actually be helpful, but one of my big things, and it's basically any of the carnivores animals who do it, is if they don't have a lunge attack, they are much harder to dodge and, like, get out of the way of. The leaps and the pounces are what you are kind of your saving grace in a way when it comes to some of the animals you hunt. Because they kind of get locked into that trajectory, and then you can sidestep much more easily. Huh, that's odd. I thought we would have heard or seen another call by now. Okay. But because they get locked into that trajectory, and they kind of have a little bit like a slowdown, it gives you a little bit of saving grace to be able to sidestep and keep trying to get them down before they get you. When it comes to things like the Carno, though, and it's more of like just a constant sprint trying to get you, you have a lot lower of a chance of really being able to sidestep it, because it's always constantly turning. If it almost has something like a charge where once it gets close enough, it sets that fixed angle or fixed kind of route and goes like that for a few seconds, you might be able to sidestep that, but I don't think that's something that'd be capable of being put into carnivores. Okay, there we go. Finally something. Okay, so I'll probably try using the pistol. I'm not... The thing is, I don't know where the mortal zone exactly is on the Dilos, because they definitely seem to have one. If I knew it was... Oh, there you are. Jeez, you are so slender, you blended right in there for a moment. Oh, no, you're actually running away, so we're going to have to catch up to him. So I wonder if that means I gotta kind of piss it off so that way it gets angry at us, then it'll come after us. I don't think I got it. I'm gonna have to keep going in its direction, so maybe we'll be ready with the shotgun more. Because it might be as we're getting close, it'll kind of change its attitude and come after us instead. But I do like that it's not an outright, like, super aggressive carnivore. It's almost more like strategic and opportunistic, where it has a threshold where once you're in it, it will get angry, but for the most part, it's going to try to keep away from you. Okay, I saw one running back and forth over there, but it sounded like there was a call from that way too. Ah, hills, my mortal enemy. It's probably going to be, as we're just about to approach it, it'll be up over the side and come after us. Kill my Mr. Metrodon. Yeah, sounds like right over there somewhere. I do want to be careful because there was the other one that we had scared over this area as well. Okay, yeah, they definitely have a mortal zone if that one shot managed to take them down. I'm just going to try running a little ways away and call another one. Yeah, I thought there would be a second one around here, because I really did feel like it shouldn't have been the same one. So we can head up here, get this one down, and then we can take the points from these two back. And then with that, we can see how we're sitting. I don't think we'll be able to take on the Carnos or take down a Carno this week, because, again, I do want to watch the time limit. I also think that it's a little easier on you guys to watch, too, so that way it doesn't feel like a super dragged out or drawn out episode. Oh. You might be the one... Oh, actually, we might be able to get a few of them. Like, once you can figure out the ranging of the bow, it can be a very, very helpful weapon to use. Like, I think we've kind of figured out the sighting a bit more. It's just getting an idea of how far each of those little pins is. Let's see, about 250. Now, it might have been a little short still. And the nice thing is, I got a lot of arrows I can keep trying with it. Oh, that one was actually close. Just went a little high of them. Actually, it seems like some of the shots are going a bit high now. Shotgun, 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 damn it. Ah, why do I get greedy? And why is the weapon so slow to switch? We'll exit. Well, that's a week of no progress made. No points coming in from anything we've hunted, which I do admit is irritating, because as much as you get something, it's almost like the flow of the game is a little off. I do have to admit that, because it's always this go out and you get one, but then do you risk going for more, or do you just back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth so often? That's one of the things I do have to hand, like, the hunter for, is if you down the animal and you went to collect it, then you saved and got all of those. I think as long as it's collected, that would probably work, but I'll... You know what, I'm probably just going to go after a few Dilophosaurs on my own. And then just so that way I can say I got a few points, and next week we'll have enough for another proper attempt at the Carnotauruses. But thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of Carnivores Genesis. I apologize that not much really got done this week, but we at least showed off how deadly the Carnotaurus can be. So, thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully I will catch you all in the next episode. Please remember, as always, survivors, to take care and stay alive.